Hello, everybody. ChannelBK. My name is Brian. Top 20 movies of 2023. Listen, okay? You already know. I want to make sure I can watch all the movies that I can from the year. And when movies come out at the very end of the year and don't want to open wide until the next year, guess what? I still got to see them. And it's something that I've been wanting to do the last few years because I'm like, I ain't going to wait now. I'm over that crap. But yeah, these are the top 20 best movies of the year for me. Again, all these movies officially came out in the United States in 2023. So like a movie like Perfect Days, for example, which I'm really excited to see, it technically didn't release like to the public. Like I know it was at festivals and stuff. I'm not considering it because it officially came out in 2024. That's my kind of mindset. I know movies and some people wait to do like albums. Like everyone said SZA's album was the best of the year. It came out in 22, damn it. But anyways, let's get into it. Number 20, The Killer, the new David Fincher movie starring Michael Fassbender. This movie grew on me so much the more that I think about it. It's so simple, but so great in the little details and just kind of the dark comedy that it is. Again, like when I watched it, I liked it because of what it was, but it grows on me every time I think about it. So, solid film. 19, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Great sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. I love the art style. I love all the new characters. It's crazy. It's fun. It's emotional. And it's a worthy successor, and I'm excited to see where it goes in the third one. Ending... mixed feelings on. Overall, still really enjoyed it. Number 18, Dumb Money, the movie that is about the whole GameStop Wall Street market scandal. When people try to do these movies that feel a lot like The Big Short, or it's kind of like a Sorkin-y type of thing, you either get really good imposters or they kind of fall flat. And I think this is really good. All the performances are really solid. It's funny. Again, just everyone in it. It's a really interesting cast as well. And it's one of those things where it really makes the story interesting and simple for people like me who don't understand it. 17, the huge phenomenon of the year, Barbie. Set design's great. Acting's great. It's vibrant. It's colorful. It's funny. It's everything you'd want from a movie that is about Barbie. 16, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Yeah, it rocked. It was awesome. It was gorgeous looking. It was funny. It was cute. Sorry, I like it. Hate me if you want. 15, Sisu, which is basically John Wick in World War II. This movie was actually the first movie that I saw at the first time ever going to an Alamo Draft House when my girlfriend and I were on vacation. And it was so much fun. It was like darkly humorous, but also just like really cool and really intense. And again, it just feels kind of like John Wick, really. It's kind of like his like great grandpa or his grandpa. And yeah, it's a different take on a World War II movie as well, which is awesome. There's more of those coming too. Spoiler. 14 is actually a newly added film, Society of the Snow. It talks about the 1970s plane crash disaster in the Andes Mountains. And it's visceral, it's haunting. Certain characterization stuff was a little like and honestly, half the time I didn't really know who was who. Like, it's kind of hard to keep track of whoever besides like the main few characters. But it really is just about their struggle and the emotions behind it, and it's hard. It's a hard watch, so definitely give it a shot if you can. It's on Netflix. 13, Past Lives. This movie is very simple. Again, it's not about what it's doing; it's how it's doing it. It's very simple. The story is something that I don't think we really see quite often in film, so I think that's what makes it unique. And I think the performances feel so lived in and raw and beautiful and emotional. And there is the movie to me falls on if there's a certain moment at the very end of the movie where if it doesn't hit you the way it should, I don't think you'll love the movie. But if it really hits you, you'll like the movie. And it did. Fantastic. 12, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, Turtle Power. It was awesome. It was colorful. It was vibrant. Again, kind of taking from what Spider-Verse movies have done with its art style and the animation. It's beautiful. And I think the turtles were great. And it was just a fun movie. And it was hilarious. And it had a great vibe to it. Number 11, Talk to Me. Holy moly, this film is just so well executed and violent and gorgeous and haunting. And the mythology is amazing. And A24 sometimes has a hard time with projecting their movies, especially if they're horror movies, but this movie rocked. Number 10, holy crap, top 10 movies. Holy moly guacamole. Number 10, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. I am putting Part 1 in the description, and I am saying it in this video because it was Part 1 when I saw it, and it will be Part 1, and anyone who owns a copy of it that has Part 1 on it, I guess it's going to be worth so much money. I did not really like Mission Impossible Fallout. What I mean by that is I really liked it, but I don't think it's the movie that everyone else says. I think it was a little all over the place for my liking. I think Rogue Nation is still my favorite in terms of the simplicity of it, but all the great set pieces and character work. I think Fallout is great from a visual perspective, but it definitely kind of is a little bit too much, I think, sometimes. This movie does the best of both of them. I think it's a focused story, and I think the set pieces feel really good, and it's paced very well, and everything has a lot of length to it, and it's awesome. Shout out Tom Cruise. You're crazy, but we love you. Number 9, Bottoms. Yeah, this film is legitimately insane and funny, and the ending of the movie is one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie theater in a while. Just my guttural reaction was just in complete shock, and it was incredible. And oh my god, definitely see this movie if you haven't. Again, it's taking from some old classic genres, but just cranking it up to 100. And again, it's just something where you're going to have such a good time. And Marshawn Lynch, wild casting choice, and yet it is pulled off so well. Number 8, Sanctuary. We stan Christopher Abbott. Margaret Qualley's great, but Christopher Abbott, he's that guy. This movie is seductive and sexy and creepy, but it's a very well done character study in such a dark way. You'll come to know with me if you've never known of some of my favorite movies. I love dark comedies. If they're done right, they're amazing, and this is one of the many that are on this list clearly, and it's fantastic. And again, it the way it peels layer by layer is so tense and incredible, and it starts one way and it ends another, and you're not ready for it. It's so shocking and so brilliant. Number 7, Poor Things. It is what everyone says it is. It's visually gorgeous. I think the storytelling is amazing. The music is great, but I think Emma Stone's performance is what holds this film together, because holy shit, her pulling this off is incredible. You needed to be pitch perfect with this performance, and she did that and then some. It's amazing. Yorgos is on a tear. Love him. So strange, so weird, but yet so emotional and beautiful. Another emotional and beautiful movie, The Hangovers. Oh God, The Holdovers, number 6. Totally different movies. What a warm movie this is. What a warm movie this is. It's Dominic and Divine they're incredible, but Paul is the GOAT, and he just shows how amazing he is, and so well written, so well acted. It looked incredible, just the griminess of it and the feel of it. But again, it's so well done, and again, the emotions are there, and it's darkly funny, but there's just this great emotional thrust, and I think there's so many phenomenal moments, and again, acting is across the board stellar. It's awesome, so good. Top 5 now, all 5 of these movies I have at 5 stars on my Letterboxd, so We did a good job again this year. Number 5, Godzilla -1. Holy shit, I am done talking about how Godzilla movies need to not focus on humans. The human story in this is so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. The action scenes are great. They're tense. I think the CGI shockingly looked great for what it was. Like, oh my God. I knew how everyone freaked out about this movie. I went into it excited and I was won over. I think it's so smart, so inventive. The pacing is great and every action scene matters and counts. It is amazing. And the fact that a Godzilla movie made me cry in so many ways. Holy fuck. Number 4, The Zone of Interest. I will quote my Letterboxd review with "The past is made of concentration camps and Nazis." If you get that reference, you're a real one. Jonathan Glazer, please, I need you more. This film is a sight to behold. It is haunting. It is uncomfortable. Oh God, this movie is something that's going to sit with me for a long time. It's incredible and it's so perfect with every part of its execution, and I was thinking of so many parts of it afterwards. Number 3, The Iron Claw. I knew I was going to like this movie from the cast, from the aesthetic, from the story, but I was just not ready for it to hit me. Like, this movie is an Americanized version of like movies like this that could be told in a way, and I was so happy that it was told in such a peaceful, not over the top way. Like, it's very artsy done, and I think, going into it, you get nervous because, again, I think American movies have a different perspective of how things are told and the way they handle certain things, but I was glad it was handled so well. And Zac fucking Efron, holy shit, performance of his career. It's spectacular. Everyone in this movie killed it, and I love wrestling. Like, I don't watch it anymore, but I do have a soft spot for it because I grew up with it, and a lot of the ins and outs of it are so fascinating to me, and watching that on display, and it was such a great mix of the brotherhood and the wrestling and the style and all of it. It's fantastic. Go see it because it's definitely the underrated movie of the season because it didn't get any Oscar nominations, so go see it. Go give it some love. Number 2, he keeps doing this to me. Every fucking time he puts out a goddamn movie. Fucking Shoplifters and then Broker and now Monster. At number 2. It's probably, from what I've seen, probably his most unique movie in terms of the storytelling. It's one of those things where it starts off as one thing, then you learn more information, then you learn more information, and every time it gets to a certain part and the way it breaks it down, it hits you so hard. And let me tell you, my reaction in the theater to the way this film finishes, oh my God, I was sick of how angry I was and just the emotions that just came over me. Go see this. This is not going to be a movie that I think a lot of people are going to be like, what? Monster? What? Go see it. It's worth your time. It is beautiful. It is heartfelt. And it does so many great things dealing with the subjects in it in a perfect way. It's so incredible. Yeah, number 1 is Oppenheimer. I mean, yeah, I'm one of those people. And you know what? I don't care because this movie, I saw it 3 times. Saw it on film first time. I saw it in IMAX 70 millimeter in a dome theater in a fucking Michigan Science Center, which hurt my neck, but it was crazy. And then a few weeks later, I saw it in normal IMAX 70 millimeter. This film, when I saw The Dark Knight in 2008, it changed my life in terms of just what I've wanted to do creatively and just what I've wanted to do for my life and just seeing it and having that vision. And this is Nolan coming back and being like, here we go again. A culmination of what he's done mixed with some brand new stuff that he's never dabbled with. I'm so excited to see what comes next because I feel like this feels like such a definitive point for him. I'm just excited that I can finally be annoying about the Oscars, because I hope he can take his awards home and get his flowers, because God almighty, this film is an achievement in every sense of the word. The music, the acting, the storytelling, the structure. It's, I don't care. It is what everyone says and then some. The hype is real. It's stunning. Like, it is such an achievement. And for someone that loves him, and, I make passes once in a while. Like, I like Tenet. I love Dunkirk. I grew on Dunkirk a lot more. But this film is everything that a Nolan film is. And it's amazing to me how after Inception, it's been kind of a fun, interesting road with him with all of his movies. And I think this kind of gets him back to a certain point of this greatness. And God, it's incredible. I can't wait to watch it again and again, because I feel like I learned so many things and so many little nuances, and it's incredible. It's my number one movie of the year. I'm not surprised. I knew it from the moment I saw it. I'm like, it's here we go. It is it. I've thought about it all year. I've gotten the script book. I want to get the book. It's been everything. So I'm just going to shut up. What are your favorite movies of last year? Leave them in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, thank you so much for watching. It took a bit, but I'm here. Check out my other lists. So you can check all that out, and hopefully this isn't too late for any of you, but we're getting into the new year, super excited, and hopefully classic reviews are coming soon. I know I was going to do them at the end of the year, but a lot of things came up, but they're coming. Don't worry. I just got to get off my butt to do them. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into ChannelBK. BK, peace out, everyone. Holdovers.